Hello, hello, hello. If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much. And if you are new, hopefully I can be thanking you next week. So let's get on with it. Uncertified Financial Arousement, Episode 4, How I Invest. Ask yourself, am I an investor or am I a speculator? An investor is a person who owns businesses and holds them forever and enjoys the returns that businesses have earned since the beginning of time. Speculation is betting on price. Jack Bogle. The S&P 500 at all-time highs. How many speculations came true? Investing should naturally be long-term. The time it took to invest in my hobby, career, education, the time it took to foster my friendships, relationships, and parentships. In my opinion, these things take time and effort to turn great. I've always wanted to be a buy and hold investor. Looking back, I could say I was a speculator. I was caught up in the FOMO of 2021. Every week, a new stock was hitting an all-time high. Then 2022 happened. It was time to take a serious look and be honest with myself. What do I want my future to look like? My biggest mistake wasn't buying Carnival Cruise Line right before the pandemic and losing 50% of my money. My biggest mistake was selling. So this is some of my buys in the later half of 2020. Arista Networks, Axon, Mercado Libre, and CrowdStrike. If you made it this far, I will do a portfolio reveal at 1K subscribers, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Clearly, I didn't buy and hold, otherwise I'd be making a different type of video. I'm glad I went through all the ups and downs though. When I was doing a major portfolio reconstruction, I realized the best stock to buy is the one you already own. My old portfolio went too heavy on qualitative metrics and not enough on fundamentals. This is where the power of software came in. Any quantitative research I could do, a computer could do better. That's when my two worlds collided. I could quickly pull up the financial metrics on my favorite stories. So here are some of the cash and debt profiles of the companies that I own. I'm going to quickly go through them to not waste too much time, but you should definitely see a general theme amongst them. If you aren't willing to own a stock for 10 years, don't even think about owning it for 10 minutes. Warren Buffett. I think this quote helps me exclude a lot of stocks. Maybe I think about it too much. 10 years is a long time. Who else might think in 10 years time frames? The founders. So these are the companies or the founders that match the cash and debt profiles that I showed earlier. In the same order. So Arista Networks, their founders retired in 2008 and handed it off. And this is one of the rare cases where the successor has been amazing. And Airbnb founders and current CEO Brian Chesky, CrowdStrike, George Kurtz, Mercado Libre, Stelio Passos Tolda, Axon Enterprises, Patrick Smith. Lululemon founder does not have the best history, but let's just say that it is currently in more socially acceptable hands now. Nubank founder and CEO David Velez. I haven't dug too deep into Intuitive Surgical, so I really don't know how many CEOs they've had in the past. And Datadog founder and CEO Olivier Pomel and Zscaler Jay Chowdhury. Don't forget to subscribe for the portfolio reveal. 2 + 2 can equal 5. Amazing visionary leaders with the money to act. Their vision goes beyond what you and I can conjure up. Give them time to grow. Water the flowers, cut the weeds. People think my portfolio is random, but I like to follow certain themes. I'm always open to new ideas, but the themes help me grow my circle of competence. I'm no expert, but as I learn more, I feel more confident in my decisions. Some industries I like to focus on. Data centers. The connection between the physical and digital world. Cybersecurity. We were at cyber war 10 years ago, we are at cyber war today, and we will be at cyber war 10 years from now. Specialty retail products. A sense of community or a sense of change. Time in the market beats timing the market, almost always. Kenneth Fitcher. Nobody can predict the future, but I feel like a lot of us try so hard to. Equations, ratios, earnings reports. I'm not saying these aren't important, but how much time do we spend on these? Does it matter how much data you input into your crystal ball? This is a quote by Don Valentine, big venture capitalist firm in Silicon Valley. That's who this guy is, if this carries any weight. There are two things that business that matter, and you can learn this in 2 minutes, and you don't have to go to business school for 2 years. High gross margins and cash flow. The other financial metrics you can forget. Oh, shoot. I don't care about valuation. I know it's crazy, stupid, wrong, flying in blind, unprepared, but it's impossible to know everything. Is guessing something better than guessing nothing? Why does it matter so much? Let's use Cisco as an example. So this is from January 1st, 2000. Yeah, January 1st, 2000. It took 19 years to break even, but there is one thing that changes this equation. Dollar cost averaging. With dollar cost averaging, you'd be up on Cisco. Does it matter if you bought at the top and missed the bottom? I may use valuation as a tool to guide my dollar cost averaging, but at the end of the day, what I try to do is just keep swimming. No matter what's going on in the world around me, just dollar cost average, just keep swimming, and I think things will be okay. Final parting thoughts. Keeping up with a company in which you own stocks is like playing an endless stud poker hand. Peter Lynch. So I don't know how some of you guys keep up with your stocks regularly. I do enjoy listening to all the earnings reports, but I do it at my leisure. I don't think it's something that I need to keep up with. And I don't need to keep up with every little piece of news that comes out. And I don't know, I think all that stuff gets exhausting. And yeah, it's like playing an endless stud poker hand. And before I keep on rambling too long, until next time, I will see you guys later. Out.